This program has been classified for general viewing.
Once a jolly swagman who can't buy a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda.
Sawadee and welcome to Thai Oz Talk, wherever you are in the world today. I'm Jay Walton for NBT, National Broadcasting Services Thailand. For TGN, the Thai Global Network, have to remind you, in 177 countries, and for Channel 44 in Adelaide in South Australia. In today's program, we're going to look at one of the many visions that His Majesty had for his people. The one that we're going to look at today is concerned with health, and particular dental health. I'm very pleased indeed to introduce to you and to welcome to the program today Associate Professor Visit Chawisit, the Director of the Institute of Nutrition at Mahidol University. Sawadee Ka, and welcome to Thai Oz Talk. And also to welcome to the program and introduce to you Dr. Junyapon Chachatam, the Project Manager at the Dental Innovation Foundation under the royal patronage of His Majesty King Bhumibol. Sawadee Ka, and welcome to the program. Some very interesting work has been done to help people with oral cancer and mouth problems. Dental Innovation Foundation objectives are quite comprehensive. Can you explain them to me?
Yes, the Dental Innovation Foundation under royal patronage was originated from the King's philosophy of sufficiency economy. Mm-hmm. The King wants Thai people to be self-reliant, so he would like us to create our own products that we can use, especially for the one that can solve the dental problems. And right now, the Dental Innovation Foundation focuses on geriatric dentistry, which is the field to solve the problems, the mouth problems of the elders, which include about 5 problems, which is the periodontal diseases, the root caries, the dry mouth problems, and also the oral cancer.
How did you design the innovation, and how did you begin the operation of the project?
For the NutriJelly, it's the product that aims to help solving the problems of patients who have trouble eating. Many patients, including oral cancer, sometimes they have a big mass in their mouth and they cannot eat well. They have problem with chewing and they have problem with swallowing. And when you cannot eat anything, you cannot maintain your good nutritional status, so you have to the weight was lost. That's why we need to have a product that can help people to eat and provide enough nutrient.
You have different flavors, don't you?
Yes, we have 2 flavors. It's like
well, this one's mango.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
The other one is Thai tea flavor. Mm-hmm.
Do people find it easy to eat this?
Yes. The idea of design of this product was that we want something that just look like food. We can use a spoon to take it, but when we put in the mouth, it can be melted in the mouth, so that people who have no teeth or who had trouble with swallowing, they can still eat this. And this is the idea of this product. And after that, the foundation think that in order to operate this project, we need to gathering together people from different fields, especially the experts in the food science, in the nutrition, in the dental health, and in the medical health, and also people from the industrial, in order to help us carry on this project.
It was a big project, and you did have some help from other people, didn't you?
Yes, there are many institutes involved. The first one is the Institute of Nutrition from Dr. Visit, who helped us with the food science research. And the second is the clinical trial from the Mahawachiralongkorn Cancer Center. And we have Dr. Thanadet Sinthusek, the director, as a team. And for the production of the product, we got Ampon Food Processing Company Limited to help us. The project was operated by people from the Dental Innovation Foundation under royal patronage, where I from Thammasat University and Dr. Arunwan Lam-Ubon, whom you have met before, from Sri Nakarin Tharavirod University, we both are the project manager.
So there was a lot of cooperation.
Yes, I think there's about 30 people total.
Dr. Visit, how difficult was it to research the Nutri-Jelly?
The difficult about this project is I have to make something that I'm not eating.
So that it has to taste delicious.
Yeah, I mean, the design of the projects need to be from the opinion of the medical doctor and the dentist. And after we got the products, it means that the one who design and judge it have to be the patient. So when I did some research on the food, normally I can eat it, but this one I'm not the one who consume it.
What was the agent that you used to get it to set?
We have to find gelling agent that available in the market in Thailand, so we can buy locally. And that one can be agar and gelatins and some other gums that we can have to mix in order to get the right texture and also melting temperature that right for the purpose that we want.
Are there any religious restrictions on people eating this?
No, in fact, we have to choose the one that can fit for the Muslim requirement also. So we think that it can be consumed by any religious people.
You actually met with His Majesty the King, didn't you?
Yes, very, very honored to me.
And talked about the packaging.
Yeah, in fact, he commented that the packaging not supposed to be like a milk, because when people look at it, it can be, they misunderstood and thought it's a milk. So he said the design is supposed to be laying down like this, not sitting up like this. And he also comment on the flavor. That's supposed to be more flavor. But the very valuable advice to us is, he said that when you have to prepare the food for the patient, it have to be flavorful and acceptable, because they already suffer enough from their disease. So we have to aware on that one very much.
Where can people get it?
Right now, it's distributed via the cancer center. In Thailand, there are 8 cancer centers in Thailand.
The regional
in
ones?
Several, yeah, the regional ones, and
Yes.
also the national one as well. And
Yes.
also you can get it from the Dental Innovation Foundation as well.
It's a marvellous
Yes.
innovation, because people will enjoy eating it, I know, and it will help people to be healthy. Thank you both very much for joining me today. Thank you. Sawadee-ka.
ครับ.
After this little reminder, I'll introduce my next guest to you.
Once a jolly swagman, he can't buy a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree. And he sang as he watched and waited till his belly boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And
As this program is coming to you on either Friday the 4th or Saturday the 5th of May, Coronation Day, it's very important for us to look at the importance of education in Thailand. And I'm very pleased indeed to welcome to the program and to introduce to you Dr. Warasuang Duang Chinda, the Director of the Office of Online Education at Sipatam University. He's also a lecturer and committee member of the Learning Professional Program, Thailand. Welcome to the program, and thank you for coming to such an auspicious program when learning is so important.
Thank you for having me here.
His Majesty has encouraged education for many years throughout the Kingdom of Thailand, hasn't he?
Yes, very much so. And actually, Thai people should remember that we have today so much because of His Majesty's effort.
You yourself went to Chitlada School, didn't you?
Yes, for my high school, 6 years,
I'm sure that was a great beginning to education.
of course.
Couldn't be a better school. When we look at education in Thailand, what is the affiliation of online education at Sipatam University?
Online education means that you have a chance to study online mode, say e-learning. That means teaching is not limited in a classroom, but we can study online using electronic mode. For example, you can log into our system and then get tutorials or study materials online anytime, anywhere that you like.
As Director of the Office of Online Education, do you find that people are adapting these new ideas very quickly?
I have found that new generations, they love studying in this mode somehow. They're born with the mouse in their hand and they know how to navigate very quickly. So my job is to make sure that lecturers, professors, they know how to teach online, and the students would also satisfy with whatever we offer them online too.
E-learning in the higher education of Thailand is becoming more and more important, isn't it?
Yes, to this actually Ministry of Education has set up Office of the Higher Education Commission, or what we call in short OHEC, to look after higher education in Thailand. And the OHEC formed two organizations. The first one is called UniNet, University Network. This organization provides IT infrastructure connecting all universities in Thailand, especially state universities. And also they have formed since 2005 Thailand Cyber University Project, or TCU. TCU has the mission to guide Thai universities how to do teaching online.
What's the main focus of your work today?
Main focus of my work concerned with online education, of course, and also internationalization. Since I attached to overseas for, let's say, 1 decade.
Yes.
That's quite long. To come back here is a kind of cultural shock for a moment.
It must have been.
Yes. For example, during my time in Australia, I communicate with my lecturers using email. But when returning here, it took a little bit of time before lecturers in Thailand would use email that much. When I return here, I have found that during my time, people try to use telephone to call me and to talk rather than using email. But things change so quickly right now. I think we're catching up.
How do you feel personally? You prefer email, of course.
Of course, I prefer even more than email, because right now if I use email, sometimes I could send a message to the wrong person, or I might have forgotten some facts or attachments. Actually, there are ways to communicate better than email.
For example?
For example, when teaching, we might not think about only email. We might have to have an online system that can effectively be a medium to communicate with students. For example, I might have one teaching material and I would like to share with all the students. Say if I email them from one document, it will multiply.
Yes.
To 50 students, it will become 50 copies.
Yes.
And that is a kind of electronic waste. So I rather put my files in a common place where my students can go and retrieve without any problem. And I can also check who have picked up the document or who have not.
It's very, very interesting, and I'm very, very pleased that you came to Thai Oz Talk today, because everybody's talking email and communication. Thank you very much. After this little reminder, I'll introduce my next guest to you.
Once a jolly swagman, he can't buy a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, and he sang as he watched.
On this very prestigious day in the Kingdom of Thailand, it's very appropriate that my guest should come from one of the most prestigious companies in Thailand. I'm delighted to welcome back to the program Kun Sumet Leomorapon, the CEO of CP Intertrade. Sawadee ka.
สวัสดีครับ
Welcome back to the program. This is a special day, isn't it? Coronation Day.
Yes, in May we have the May the 5th, which is the coronation day of our king. Of course, we have the celebrations among the Thai people, because we have our beloved king who devoted his whole life for the people of Thailand, and especially for the Thai farmers.
The Thai farmers are working hard.
Yes, and he's the one who initiated a lot of royal projects, including the irrigation, to make the central part of the Chao Phraya Basin, the planting area in Thailand, turning to be a good plantation for this region.
So much has been done to improve these things, and I know that today Charlie Amatikun, who really has introduced Thai food to the world,
Yes.
he's preparing some special Thai food, and we're going to hear about herbed shrimp paste dipped with coconut milk.
Oh yes, I love that too.
One
yes.
of your favourites?
It's wonderful, yes.
Well, if you stay with me, you might be able to come to the kitchen. Charlie's also going to show us how to make honeyed rice puffs and cereals.
Yes.
And this is all very important because the farmers have worked hard and now they can enjoy themselves a little bit.
Right, and it's the beginning of the rainy seasons. So normally during this period, also we have the ploughing ceremony presided over by the king himself. So it marks the new planting season for the Thai rice.
It's a happy period.
Yes.
It's a period where people will enjoy eating, and it's a period that people will celebrate. Thank you so much for joining me again today.
See you.
Sawadee ka, Kun Charlie.
สวัสดีครับคุณเจ Again, this is May
And still hot.
and still hot, and it is a month that has a very important occasion, the King's Coronation Day,
Of course.
and we have another important day, agriculturally, the ploughing ceremony.
That's very important
That's
too.
very important, especially with the royal umbrella rice. So we are cooking something that is very down to earth and very conducive to eating rice. Today we are doing a kind of dip. I think in March we did a dip, a dry dip with
Yes.
grilled fish.
Yes, we did.
Today we are doing a wet dip with the help from coconut milk, which we also export. Royal
Well, I'm
umbrella.
going to let you do it.
Okay. I talk to them. We're doing a dip which is called kapi kua, again with the shrimp paste, with the help of herbs and fish meat and coconut milk, which is sort of refining the dip into a kind of a haute cuisine cooking, down to earth though. Okay? Now we get to know the ingredients. Since it is kapi, so it is shrimp paste. Shrimp paste is a bit like anchovy. Not quite, but it could be likened to the strength of the flavor of the saltiness. It doesn't come soaked in oil. And this is what we call aromatic ginger. Shallot. Again, the dry, smoked dry fish meat. Catfish, roast, grill, cut chilies of 3 colors. And we also use the dry chilies. In here, we have the coconut milk from Royal Umbrella, okay? What I have to do is heat the coconut milk. The dry chili we soaked or we boil it until it becomes softened, and we put it into a blender, and here it is. Becomes a kind of chili puree, not paste. This is the, what you call it, aromatic ginger. A bit of salt, shrimp paste. We use the heat from the side of the wok. We take the meat, remove the meat, and pound it into a kind of paste. Easy for cooking demonstration. It might take whole day to pound. Tamarind puree, palm sugar, this is a side dish. If you like to make it, we heat the wok, a bit of oil, hard-boiled eggs. I'm using quail eggs, okay? So these quail eggs have been hard-boiled, peeled, and now it's going to be quickly turned and tossed in the hot heat. And we're adding, we call this sweet fish sauce. It's fish sauce, tamarind puree, and sugar. Dried chili, fried garlic, fried shallot, and peanut slivers. Deep fry as well. This is a set, complete. You can serve this to a monk for a ceremony. This is a dessert or a snack. I think you know it in the form of cereal bar, but this is Thai cereal bar or heap or lump or whatever, or chunks. Easily made. This is rice, young rice. They haven't become quite grainy yet. And this is a bit older. So this is green from the husk. This is brown or sort of soft yellow from the husk, which is, what you call it, ripe. And this is a rice pop. I think it is sticky rice. Stir fry without oil until they pop like this. All this will have to be roast. Peanut slivers. You can use just regular peanut and white sesame seeds, slightly toasted. And to bind them together, loving care is honey. You can use honey with a bit of palm sugar. So here we are, the cereal bar, Thai cereal bar. We call it Grayasat.
There's a wonderful aroma here.
So this is the coconut milk dipped with the grilled fish, and that's the, what they call it the son-in-law's eggs. So this is it. We eat with rice, and that we don't eat with rice, because the rice is in it already. So it has been fun, it has been great. I hope you enjoyed it.
You've done a wonderful job.
And it's time to say goodbye.
Thank you for being part
Until-
of Thai Oz again.
Until what? Until June?
June,
This is May.
yes.
June is another occasion for the Buddhist sort of ceremony. It's the enlightenment of Lord
Buddha.
Buddha, which is on the 6th full moon month, Visakha Busha. So we meet in June.
But if people want the recipes,
www.cpthairise.com come. So see you in June. And see you in June. Thank you very much.
Sawadee ka.
And until June, my place, same time, same place.
Same people.
Luckily or unfortunately, it's the kitchen that we meet. Goodbye.
I do hope that you've enjoyed today's program as well as being the recipient of some useful information. I've loved being with you and I look forward to meeting you every week at this time wherever you are in the world. And you know, it's very, very easy because Thai Airways will bring you here smooth as silk. And I fly Thai. Sawadee ka.
Once a jolly swagman who can't buy a billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me, and he sang as he watched and waited till his billy boiled. You'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. Now up came the jumbuck to drink at the billabong. Up jumped the swagman and he grabbed him with glee.